It works. Everybody, welcome to day 931 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. I'm Brian. Okay, I'm Brian Case. Paper reader in parentheses. Let's get this promo out so we can do this quickly, efficiently, and consistently as per usual. By the way, feel free to give your score as per usual. I'll give mine. I'm just going to have this playing in the background here. If anybody feels like an explanation, it's a very boring score, very middle of the road kind of day today. So I feel like, there we go. I feel like it doesn't really need too much extra explanation, so no big deal. I think I fucked the beginning of that stream up, but it's fine because, yeah, there we go. Are you telling me that there's... How is this, Oh, yeah, okay, that's why, because this is... There we go, pause that. Why can't it just automatically be paused every time? Like I want for it to. Why can't everything in the universe just obey my orders? Like, come on. Not that hard. Alright. I guarantee you the beginning of this is fucked up. It works. Everybody... To be fair, the timing of that kind of just worked out in my favor anyways. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. It doesn't matter because no one's watching. There's one viewer, and that one viewer is me because I have to be on here to check the chat. All right, great. Very cool. You know, that does add to my watch time. So it probably makes me look better in the eyes of YouTube. Let's just get to eating. You know, this is what's going to be rough when the series is over and I'm just doing normal streams. It's going to be really slow. I'm going to have to allocate a lot more time because here, like, my jump start is eating paper, and that's the task at hand. It's like me building a Lego set, and then the chat's in the background. And when actually the chatting gets good, the chat is no longer in the background. So, you know, that kind of that diffuses the awkwardness. That will not be the case in about 2 or 3 months when this series is over. We're going to have to get over it. We're going to have to get through it together. And that's kind of an not an oxymoron. That makes no sense, I guess, is what I would say, is because we will not be getting through it together. In fact, it'll be difficult because you guys won't be here and I won't have anything else to do. We're honestly just going to have to do the whole, I'm just going to say nothing and just sit here, scratch my ass, and wait for people to come in. That's the way it's going to work. Although... I have adjusted my idea for the variety content. I'm going to put something out every day. You know how when I don't have a live stream, I put out a pre-recorded video? I'm just going to put out videos talking about stuff, you know, on the days when I just don't want to do a live stream. That's how it is. So that's the rule. Be it high effort thing or 50-minute live stream or 30-minute short where I talk about Palestine or whatever, I want for this to have consistent content coming out, an unfiltered projection of the diarrhea-riddled innards, right? That's the idea that good content in Instagram was before I got OCD about it and refined it, right? And now there is no unrefined, general, unfiltered projection of the self in content creation form. The closest thing we have to that is this, which doesn't really count because what this is compartmentalized within the realm of paper eating. Again, this is government work. And as I'm contracted by the government, there's this general feeling of obligation. Even if my speech isn't limited, it can just weirdly feel limited because of just what this series is. So with the limitation gone, I think it'll be equal parts freeing and also limiting because, again, this is my excuse. This is my excuse when no one comes in and there's 0 viewers like there are right now. And I ain't doing jack shit. So when that awkwardness is kind of it's gonna be there because there's no paper to be eaten. I will only have stuff to talk about, but there's no point if there's no one there. I'm just going to be sitting around waiting for stuff to happen, and in those moments, I need to just do 4x4 breathing techniques and take it slow. And when people come, then they come. I don't think I've ever done that before with live streams. I think I'm bad with patience, so, yeah. Oh, wait. I got to eat the paper first. Let's check the chat. Oh, who's here? Dude, it's Ian30. What's up? That's right. Well, I think you might be our only viewer. I'm sensing a pattern today, so I don't think we're gonna get too many insane fireworks today, but it's okay because at least you're here. You're one little firework, Ian. You're a little firework in a world full of boring, unceremonious skies. That's what it's all about. Wait. Okay. Perfect. Eat the rest of this. Okay. Well, Ian, you're here. I haven't been able to talk about it for a little bit, but now that it's over, might as well talk about it. I am very happy for Leonard. I know it's been a little bit, and I know that I wish she could be a little more entertaining on the show. And also, there was a strict thing with the NDA agreements where, I mean, even though she literally just started giving out information on the stream, we all wanted to be very cautious. We wanted for her to be as incognito as possible so that, she could maximize. I feel like if she's tied to other people, it doesn't matter who they are, but it could definitely lead to sticky situations and her StoX going down. And I wanted for her StoX to be maximized. And I think it was. That's great. We all did a very good job. How was my 4th of July? Very unceremonious. Nothing happened. We are stockpiling fireworks to have twice as many next year. So I honestly think that the holding off, the delayed gratification, that's the theme for this year. And I think it's worth it. Excuse me. But yeah, oh yeah, let's check in with Ian here. Most recent YouTube video did surprisingly well, so I'm still riding that high. And only a 6.4 out of 10. Well, when you say still riding that high, I'm sure you mean a couple days ago. That's great. We could perhaps check that video out now that we have Okay, never mind. I need to set this thing back up. I apparently fucked up on the screen. I just gotta check this. I gotta quality check all this bullshit. That's what I gotta do. But whatever. That is good. That is very good for you. I might have to just use my phone. But so stupid. Come on, man. Can't it just have a thing where I just tell it to play and then it plays? Can't you just do that? Why? I got shot in the south side of Oxnard. You can describe your day, Mikhail, but you have to give the score, too. You're not following the format. I'm sorry about your loss, by the way. I hope you get better soon, but just give your score. Just say your damn number. Make sure to round up or down to the nearest tenths place, all right? Very cool. It's like I have to constantly put this fucking guy in the timeout corner every time he speaks up in chat, we're trying to be friends here. Okay. As I was saying, though, Leonard has acquired so many cool friends that she never would have found before, and I think it's very cool, especially Dorench. I think it's a good partnership. Even though they're leaving physically, electronically, they will always have each other, and she's got the fanfare, and I'm very curious as to whether or not she will invest her $8,000 into Fish Tank next season. I honestly hope she doesn't. I hope that she saves her money up. But if she does, I also hope she can exhibit herself more because she has so much potential. But even so, even being so minimalist with her presentation, she has managed to accrue a huge quarry of fans, which I am very happy about. It is very good that recognition is given in places where it often doesn't go. Everybody has something interesting to offer, and the fact that Leonard was able to very luckily cross over, albeit using my video, but honestly, that was the jumping off point. The part that really got people to like her was what she was doing in there, When Freddie was dumping piss on the floor and rubbing peel over her face or whatever that was, right? Excuse me. That is what it is all about. And I think that is going to give her industry opportunities too, right? I know you and her have some weird, okay, let me see. I don't care much about what happened on Fish Tank. Ian, don't shrug this off. You now have, I know you and her maybe aren't friends, but the two of you are associates. From what I saw at that Mosquito Lover concert, the two of you are at least somewhat close in proximity, or figuratively. And she's got some great opportunities coming her way. Legit industry ties. She has been talking about possibly working as a techie on Sam Hyde's show or some other show, She knows how a lot of media conversion and stuff like that works, right, Ian? And I would like your thoughts on this. You've known her longer than I have. I said I don't know, not that I don't care. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you clarified that. Well, I care. I care, and I think it's really cool. I think it's very cool that she was able to gain these industry opportunities. I'm watching someone transform. I mean, you remember how her account looked before versus how it looks now. She has a lot of people coming to her, asking her questions, curious about her. It is a true exhibition, and she's been someone who I could always tell she wanted that, but she never could get the jumping off point to get that. And I wanted to just say officially, publicly, to any person who listens that might care, um, particularly you, Ian, because you're here right now, that I'm very happy for her. And I hope she goes far. And I think naturally this will create a lot of industry opportunities along the way, even though she acquired it through the stranger, possibly more lowbrow means possible. Although there are much lower brows to go through. I'm just going to say that right now. Being on Fish Tank, it's not something to look down on more than, other walks of life. So as far as it goes on the very dusty, grimy era of the internet that we're in right now, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a good break. It's a good break she's caught. I agree. Also, there have been no black contestants on Fish Tank, like ever, from what I've seen. Maybe I have bad memory, but she is the first one. So that's very cool, too. I'm glad that Sam Hyde finally could come around. I mean, I think it was the hard R nigger she dropped in that audition, which can be credited to someone else. She was quoting somebody else, but doesn't matter. Those are her words. And of course, it's black empowerment, so she gets a free pass. Bert. Me too, man. Me too. Explain what Bert means. You guys always blindside me. I know you guys think that I disorient other people. No, it's the exact opposite. You guys always disorient me because you guys come in with random shit. What is Bert? What is that? I don't know, man. Bert's the name of a black contestant. That's what you're saying. Okay. I'm a little slow. I woke up from a nap a bit ago. I'm sure that exists. Yeah, but I mean, look, we have, I believe the stats are 30% of people in America are black, and we're taking a cross-section of people from all over the world. Actually, there are people from other countries too, right? So it's strange to me how few there are. It's almost like, well, I mean, maybe it's just Sam Hyde's audience. I don't know, whatever. Bert was a black contestant from season 3. No, that guy very clearly was. It was just one of his techies in blackface, all right? That was just a Sam Hyde associate. Have you seen Jet's jawline? Their jawlines look identical. Very obviously the same person. I don't know how you fall for this stuff. To me, I consider Leonard the first official black contestant. That's very cool. But I mean, if we want to be abstract about it, I guess Bert counts. But we are actually getting pretty close to done already. Have you been in the south side of Oxnard? What is you and your obsession with these regions? No, maybe I went there just by pure stroke of luck. Also, I'm very curious, given the extremely vapid convos that you have over Instagram DMs as well as here, what interests you about pursuing the art of paper eating? Because you've been here consistently, and I've been nothing but cruel and dismissive to you, and you're still here, which is impressive, but also puzzling. What the hell's your deal, Mikhail? Why are you still here, man? Feel free to answer that question. And if you don't, then I'm going to be even meaner next stream, and that's a Brian certified promise. Okay. Let me, Okay, here we go. We're almost out. There we go. You're funny. That's it? That's it? That I'm fucking funny? That cannot be the entire explanation. I don't buy that for a fucking second. This is a real mystery. We're gonna have to solve this. Why are you still watching? That's Hardy Boys and the mystery of the viewer that would never leave. Well, if it's a compliment, then thank you, I guess. You make my day good. God damn it. You should watch Eric Cartman Hawk Tua. Is that the video you made that got viral? Fuck. Oh, that's evil. Okay, I'm sure it's way funnier than the name would suggest. Oh, my face is red. That's what I get from engaging with the chat. There we go. That is not. What we should do? We should just make a new. Okay, can we just do application window? There we go. If it just like crashes my stream again, I'm gonna lose my shit, man. Oh wait, no. Wait, window capture here. No. What? Can't I just... Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Wait, hold on. Please let me just put my little square in here so it can see me eating paper while I do this. That would make it so much easier. Oh, they actually mailed it? Fuck yes. That's great. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I really thought the guys here did not know how to do their job. That's very good. Okay, perfect. And then shrink me down. It's not that hard, guys. There we go. And then can we just... Sorry this is taking so bloody long. This is just, it's part of the internet, I guess. There we go. Okay, ignore that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I mean, listen, look. This thumbnail, the title, all this stuff, this is what gets you attention, possibly at the sacrifice of artistic integrity. But again, I am only saying, well, it's 38 seconds long. What could possibly be in here? Let me just lower the volume here because it may or may not be loud. I will leave if you unblock me and don't follow me back. I will... Wait, hold on. Those are two conflicting messages. Okay, to read out Mikhail Mikhail's chat, you say, I will leave if you unblock me and don't follow me back. So you don't want me to follow you back, but you want me to unblock you. It's a very bizarre request. How about this? I won't follow you back, but I'm not going to unblock you so I can meet you in the middle. I'm going to meet you in the middle there. I will not block you on YouTube, though. You've been surprisingly chill on YouTube. You've been fine. You know, you can catch the streams. But, you know, I don't mind you staying here, you know? You don't need to leave. In fact, it's better if you stay so I can keep being mean to you, which is great. Thank you, Mikhail. I'm sorry. No, of course. We're joking around. We like to have fun here. Every mean thing I say is, it's just to,
for your amusement.
You know how MSG slowly destroys your body, but it tastes good? That's what viewers need, you see? When I'm mean, it might seem like it's bad, but it's actually titillating their senses, and they want to come back for more. Oh my god, he called me fat? He said I'm black and I'm stupid? Let's go on to day 100 or 932. You see, that's what keeps them coming back. Every new stream.
One move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that.
It starts with...
Come on, ladies. Let me put my finger up your butt.
It's only 38 seconds. We can watch the rest of this. We just have to... We can do this, guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another welding tutorial video. Today we're gonna be listening to some fat guy with a giant flashlight in the background. See a space helmet right there, and the fat guy's gonna put it on because he's got gloves on because he put.
How is this related to Hawk Tua anymore? It's just him doing a reaction video now.
See, little bitch ass pussy dog. You don't know what I'm saying? He's got a stupid jacket. Yeah.
Ian, I am very happy. Excuse me, sorry about that. Ian, I am very happy that you managed to go viral. That is very good for you. You know, I'm glad that you're able to sort that out. At what price they may ask, but honestly, on the internet, nothing matters. You know, views are views. Views are views. The editing is, I mean, I don't know, it's hard to judge the editing based off that, but it's something. Again, it's something. That is something. It is not nothing. What's happening? Oh, Ian 30. If you're not privy to the Ian 30 lore, he is kind of on a YouTube journey right now, from rags to riches, as they might say. And he got a video out a bit ago that got about 400 views, which is pretty good. And we just watched it, and it's always interesting because through my experience, the videos that get more views are the ones that are the worst. It's like the ones that I put the minimal effort into, and people just want to see a thing, get a rush of dopamine straight off the bat, and then leave. And the videos that require more patience, maybe a little more, I don't want to use the N word, but nuance, you are not going to get that same reaction, unfortunately. So I think that this is an example of that. It became popular perhaps at the price of artistic integrity. Also, it had nothing to do with Hawk Tuah after the 10th second. It just became a random Eric Cartman reaction video. Is that supposed to be like Talk Tuah? Like where he's like, but that was a podcast. That wasn't even a reaction thing. I don't know, whatever. This is not a thing where I should like dissect it. I think the dogs are getting worse. They haven't been... There's gotta be something specific he's barking at. Because she should actually take... Yeah, he's like 2% pit bull. There's nothing out there. He was barking at nothing.
He probably, that Doberman got his bark.
Oh.
He had that Doberman got a walk.
Oh, the Chinese kid who keeps walking that evil dog. Do you think Sniffy and him have a beef?
I don't know. I just think he's, definitely more aggressive than.
Well, I mean, Sniffy has a no-tolerance policy for bullshit, and that dog is comprised of 110% bullshit. Excuse me. Okay, alright, this is the second to last piece. Guys, are you with me here? So glad all 3 of you are here. So let's get into it. Let's finish this. Let's finish this once and for all. Today was an off day. In fact, I'm amazed that we made it to a 6.8 given the circumstances, all right? Low energy, it's a day off. I spent the last 4 hours watching the Dodgers lose. That's fine. And, honestly, I've had days like this where it's landed in like the 4 zone at best. So, given those circumstances, we should be happy that we're here. Appreciate the view. Oh, man, thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you too, McBurgerness. I hope to be here consistently even after the streams are over on this channel. This channel appears to be the new main channel, and that is the way it is. So, I'm glad you're here. I hope you stay, and it's going to be more than just eating, all right? Because soon we're all going to be full, and we're going to have to move on to something else, like forever. I'm serious. I mean it. I fucking mean it. 5.5. Yeah, I know. It is one of those days. It's weird. Saturday's supposed to be great, When I was a kid, that was the day in which you could, draw chalk pictures on the floor and get into water fights and take a shit on your neighbor's house, All the fun stuff you can't do when you're in school. And now it's just, worry about Monday. Yeah. Isn't that just what adulthood is? Doesn't have to be. I'd like to think that all of these are symptoms of young adulthood and cynical adulthood, like the old guys who get old and they don't know how to make it past the mental stage of young adulthood. But I'm working past it slowly. To be fair, the fact that I don't know how to manage my meals probably isn't good. Like this meal I'm eating right now is probably the most substantive meal I've had. Most substantive? Yeah, you see, this is not one of those days. It's not one of those good days. It's one of them off days. Brian, let's slide down south. Due to California's tectonic plate activity, we're actually all sliding down south slowly. About 1/1000th of a centimeter every 10 years. So that's good. I brought a camera and a pool today, too. You buying a camera is normal. Buying an entire pool, that's impressive. You mean one of, the kiddie pools, like the Fisher-Price plastic kiddie pools that they have at, the YMCA or something with the little sprinkler that you spray stuff in, like a slip and slide. You don't mean an entire, like, concrete built into the ground swimming pool, right? I mean, that's what I read it as. I'm just thinking of, like, the Walter White swimming pool. Kind of a mad day, recovering from the 4th still. What's crazy is, like, it feels like I'm recovering from a holiday, but fucking nothing happened yesterday. It was the most unceremonious 4th of July ever. We just chose not to do anything. You know, I love America, but I'm just more of a Christmas guy, so... On Instagram, we did release the Star Spangled Banner cover, me and Dom. So that was a little project we did, and we released that, and people were really into that on my story. A lot of very cool story replies, but at the same time, that's as far as we went. We didn't really see any fireworks. To be honest, playing the Star Spangled Banner in an abandoned mall parking structure was way cooler than just watching another fireworks show. I've seen them all before. Okay, yeah, it was one of those little plastic kiddie pool things. It's not bad either. I don't mind that. That's fine. Given that you're unemployed and you have a girlfriend, you are not a kid. So I'm just imagining like a 27-year-old guy with hairy legs just like fitting into a swimming pool that's like a little kiddie pool that's like half his size. But I'm sure you are doing that for your younger cousin or something. Or you're just doing it because you want to, film a Tech Racks challenge. Filling a kiddie pool with Coke and putting a phone in it. Episode 3, I attended a block party. That's cool. No, that's actually fun. That's like a typical like 4th of July celebration thing. Kind of wish we like had the forethought to like put, because if we were like trying to just be cognizant and were aware of what was happening, we would totally prepare for that. But this year is weird. Like when it comes to the series of years that I've been through, 2024 externally, when it came to the stuff that happened to me, was horrific, terrible year. But when it came to my inner mindset and just how mentally healthy I was and how equipped I was to deal with it, I was at the top of my game, so I am glad that happened when it did, but it panned out to a 4 out of 10. 2023 was a bit of a renaissance year, but I felt kind of deflated and exhausted the whole year, but aside from that, which is a huge hit, by the way, being exhausted, that'll kill you, but the year overall was excellent, so it was like a 7. 7 for a whole year. Especially after the slog that was 2022. Worst year of my life. But I will say confidently, this year, 2025, it is very middle of the road. I'm going to give it like a flat 5. A 5 to a very, very strong 4. That's where we're teetering on. Again, the year's only halfway done, so we're kind of breaking code. We're engaging in blasphemy by scoring it like this. But... I'll score it when it's over, and I'll add it to my year's ranked list, which I'm sure I've shown everybody already on a previous stream. But, it's 10 by... thank goodness. I'm glad. I'm glad you bought the right size. I don't know why I would assume, whatever. Why does the title say 731? Oh, probably because I fucked up and mistyped it. That's fine. I'll fix that. That's fine. Yeah, that's really, really, really cool that you just pointed that out, because I think that would remain unfixed for like a month if you didn't do that. Yeah, okay. 931. Don't sell yourself short, Brian. Okay, there we go. All right. A little bit of a lame stream. My brain, today, it's fine. But if today was a little bit unfortunate, then hopefully we will encounter more fortune tomorrow. But thank you for coming here today. Let me just adjust this real quick because my back hurts, so we're just going to bring it down a little weensy-teensy bit. But it's not that bad, honestly. It's not that bad. Thank you guys so much for coming. Bit of a minimalist stream. I want to make streams longer, but we had the baseball game. What else could I have done? Also, just... today was not one of those days. I woke up and I knew today was not going to be one of those days. But it's fine. Again, this is government work. I'm under contract, so I got to do it. I am glad I did it, So thank everybody for watching. I will see you tomorrow. That'll be day 700. Just kidding. Trolled you. 933. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.